Nights
with Poe and Monroe.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe
And Monroe. That gets me every time.
Lucky we're not in the shower then.
Why do girls always get stabbed in the movies?
I think it's a metaphor. Having said that, I'm an equal opportunity stabber.
Oh, pointy. How very noble.
And on that note, what's next, Monroe?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? Let me see. I choose an early night. You'll be fine without me, won't you?
You're leaving me, Monroe?
Good night, Poe. Good night, August. Sweet dreams.
Monroe?
I'm just kidding, Poe. As if I would ever leave our listeners at your mercy.
The lady almost vanished, August. Perhaps I'll have to keep her on a shorter leash. Sit, girl, sit. Good girl.
I bite.
I like it.
And now it's time for dreams and nightmares. Dreams
and nightmares.
with Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Monroe.
Monroe.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Monroe.
Maybe you should try interpreting the next call this dream, Poe.
I fear I would lack your warmth and insight. You have the ability to turn even the most ghoulish visions into something hopeful.
Not always.
Do you suffer from nightmares, Monroe?
Doesn't everyone?
Tell me about yours.
Well, there is this one I've been having lately.
Go on.
I can't see. I'm stumbling around trying to feel my way in the pitch black, but I keep bumping into people. It's like I'm trying to push through this crowd, but they don't know that I'm there.
Perhaps you're feeling isolated.
Maybe. But I'm not interested in them. They're just in my way. It's like I'm searching for something. The number 9. But what does 9 represent, Poe?
Well, according to Dante, there are 9 levels of hell.
Well, I feel so much better now.
I did warn you. Perhaps you should help our next caller. They're already waiting. Frankie, you're live with Monroe.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Monroe. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird? The one that calls me? She's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Monroe, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us and trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't... Dreams
and nightmares.
With Poe and Monroe.
And we'll be back with more dreams and nightmares later. But first, August, how about a short, dark tale to chill the nerves? And we're clear.
Well, that went well.
Indeed, just another totally normal person calling into our show.
I don't know how we attract them.
I do.
How long is this story?
It's just a quickie, but if you'd like it longer, there's plenty more I could queue up.
I can still hear you.
Sorry, Frankie. Thank you for your dream.
Thank God he told us.
That could have been awkward.
Very. Maybe I'll just have a cold shower.
What's that?
This? Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm going to kill you. What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So there could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe.
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
You don't have any locks?
I don't think it's necessary.
Poe. Do you ever get the feeling the radio station is cursed?
No more than the rest of August.
Maybe we should call it a night.
And abandon our listeners? Monroe, this isn't like you.
I just have a really bad feeling about this. I think something terrible is going to happen.
Shh, Alice. I can feel your heart racing from here. Everything will be fine.
I don't think so. Come on, we're alive. I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
They're from my wife.
Gwendolyn?
Yes, Gwendolyn. It's her perfume.
Does she know?
I work late when I don't have any work to do, and I kiss her on the cheek instead of the lips. Yes, she knows.
But does she want to kill me?
She doesn't know who with. I love you. I love each and every one of you listeners. I'll never be a frowny face again.
Good save. Been having any more bad dreams lately, August?
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Monroe.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
I see. And why would you dream about wanting to kill me, Frankie?
It's not a dream, John. I'm coming for you. And Alice.
I don't think you are. I think you're spinning us an impish tale, Frankie. You write your little notes and dream your little dreams, but you're not brave enough to act on them, are you, Frankie?
Poe, stop it!
What are you waiting for, Frankie? We're sitting ducks. Don't worry, Monroe. He's just bluffing.
Don't!
I'm not hiding, Monroe.
You're going to get yourself killed.
Hide. Hide.
Is he?
Yes.
Are you?
No.
Are we?
Very possibly.
Why?
It was self-defense, wasn't it?
Yes. You saved me. You saved both of us. Hello? Police? Please come quickly. He's trying to kill us and I think Poe's hurt.
When I was 12, my father died. He was riding his bike to work and he got hit by a bus. A school bus. My school bus. It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything. He didn't move, didn't get up, died instantly.
image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these. Now hold it tightly in your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely will.
Fear is a powerful monster, August. It rears its head only in our imaginations, yet shreds the very fabric of reality with its claws. A few nights ago, that monster came knocking at our door, and well, we all know what happened next.
We would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone at the August Police Department for coming to our rescue.
And on a more positive note, we've got a whole show ahead of us. What oral pleasures can our listeners look forward to tonight, Monroe?
First up, I'll be making sense of symbols in dreams and nightmares. And then Poe will be showing me his...
Nightmares.
Oops. Got a little excited there, Poe.
That wasn't me. My hands are over here.
Power cut?
Apparently so. Or we have a ghost in the machine.
Super analogy.
Listeners, we're experiencing some technical difficulties here in the studio. If you can still hear us, please let us know. I think we're on our own.
I think my phone's here somewhere.
Did you pay the electricity bill, Alice?
John, you're going to have to let go of my hand.
I'm not holding your hand.
John?
There's nobody here. Just you and me.
I guess I'm just a little jumpy.
Understandable considering. But you have nothing to fear when Poe is here.
Except for the occasional knife-wielding stalker.
Frankie didn't bring a knife.
What?
I told you, Alice. I'd never let anyone hurt you. And now let's see if we can get us back on the air. And we're back. Did you miss us? Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
How do we pay it back?
A radiothon.
In bed with Poe and Monroe.
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It's Millicent.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
You're safe now.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe. Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
Poe! How are we still here?
My rainy day savings.
You can't use that. That's for you and your family.
No, you're right. Think of it as a loan.
Okay, well, how do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful returns.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast. We could call it In Bed with Poe and Monroe.
You think people will pay us to sleep together in bed for 24 hours?
No, silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
Did we really need that camera?
Yes, Poe. It's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours.
Under the covers or on top, Monroe?
Oh, you're such a gentleman, Poe. But I like being on top.
I'm sure you do.
Because I'm the boss.
Yes, and because it's been 12 hours and you haven't got under the sheets yet.
Oh, you're so observant, Poe. You're like Sherlock Holmes.
Here we go. Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show, and it's time to take your calls.
I can't see any callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's gone to bed.
So, we're totally alone.
Oh, we could have lurkers.
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign.
It touched me!
What touched you, Alice?
Something. In the bed.
It was probably just my foot.
You're not under the covers, Poe.
Strange. Nothing there.
There was.
Well, thank you, lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of déjà vu. What about you, Monroe?
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting déjà vu.
It's that positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of,
Dear residents of August, please keep donating. Whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Bathroom.
Of course.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen. Be a tired, hallucinating queen.
Monroe, you femme fatale.
I'm feeling pretty sleepy, actually.
Your lips, so luscious. They're making me think things I should not.
Well, lucky that's there then.
Ah, yes, the camera. Tiny piece of glass with an imaging sensor that protects us from evil.
Are you okay?
Comfortable?
What are you gonna do? Kiss me or host a radio show?
Look at you. You're perfect in every way. And I can never have you.
Oh, let's not get into this now.
You're like a beautiful butterfly. And the only way I get to keep you is to pin you into my collection.
What?
Easy, girl. Easy now. Easy, girl. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do? Did you fall asleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and nightmares with Poe and Monroe.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah. I guess.
So, 15 minutes.
I need the bathroom. Again.
Again? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tap.
She doesn't love you.
Who are you?
You know who I am. It's Millicent. Millie.
Yes, Millie. Millie, what are you doing here?
Don't play games with me, Edgar.
Edgar? I'm not Edgar.
Fine, Poe, have it your way. But what did you bring her for? The girl?
Alice, You need to leave.
Leave? I can't leave. I died here, remember, waiting for you. Sorry, my love. I've just waited so long. for this moment, for this day.
Bad dreams. Just bad dreams. No. No. Fine. You don't want to be a door? That's not right. Poe?
So you think I'm Edgar Allan Poe?
You are, and I'm Millie, remember?
I'm really not sure.
Well, let me remind you. This is what you wanted. You want to be him.
Millicent Brand. You used to own this building when it was a halfway house.
Halfway between heaven and hell.
You died in a bath. Suicide. You slit your wrist.
You told me to do it so we could be together.
No, it's got nothing to do with Edgar Allan Poe. These stories are getting mixed up. Your halfway house was a front for illegal sex workers.
It was an honest exchange for services.
This was the 19th century. There was no honest exchange for anything back then.
And you think there is now? Edgar, please, stay with me.
Poe? Poe? Poe! Is that you? Poe? Poe, thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream? What are you doing with that?
There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
I can't believe you did that.
What?
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty. Where we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, Governor. What's the jig?
Poe. This can't be happening. Poe?
Monroe?
Who is she?
That's your question.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that.
A lover's kiss, Edgar. Is new one not up to snuff?
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you are named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the plan, Poe?
Get out. I feel so weak, Alice. The rope's too tight.
I'd rather you stayed tied up, to be honest.
What? Why?
She doesn't care about you.
He's been killing me.
What?
Killing you, controlling me. He wishes he was Edgar, but he can never be. Never be.
That's why he's killing me?
No, that's your dream. You think he's killing you, smothering the person you could be.
Don't listen to her, Alice.
I'm so tired.
I'm happy it ends this way. With you.
I'm frightened, Poe.
I love you, Monroe.
I love you too, Poe. Do you hear that, Poe? Do you hear it? John? John, we need to end this. How do we get out of here? Poe! Poe! We need to go quickly.
Fire.
I don't know. Tell them what happened, Poe.
It's ghastly, really. Do they need to know?
Yes, they do.
All right, then.
Good boy.
Monroe and I almost passed away last week from carbon monoxide poisoning.
But we didn't. Yay.
That much should be obvious. Our central heating system became blocked and started backing up carbon monoxide into the building.
But lucky I got that detector, eh, Poe?
Yes, indeed. But not so lucky for the young raven stuck in the flue.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because it's not very nice. But since you asked, the blockage was because a young raven had become stuck in the flue.
No. What happened?
From what the insurers could make out, it got stuck and then its mate came in after it. Both of them died together.
That's so sad. Everything dies.
Well, they are together now. Somewhere in distant Aden. But in our realm, they will be nevermore.
Let's change the subject. How much money do we raise for the station?
Actually, the insurance paid out quite a lot of money. It seems the installers had also been negligent by not including a protective barrier on the flue, so...
So the ravens died to save our show?
Yes, you could say that. Or a bungled building job almost killed us. So, glass half full, I'd say.
Agreed. Perhaps we shouldn't spend so much time in bed together, Poe.
Do you really mean that?
Perhaps. Next time on Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe. Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back. So what are you saying?
We work the case ourselves. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
Yes, I'd like to report a kidnapping, please.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have it's between the dots. I just see the final picture.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Monroe.